First of all, Cam, just talk about, how far you've come and you're getting ready to graduate from Ellender. So how exciting is that for you?
It's good. It's good. But it's taking forever with the Corona stuff. We're supposed to be graduating in May, so we gotta wait. So yeah, we just waiting. But I'm excited, man. It's just been a long journey from freshman to senior. So
Like I said, you've been through a lot. Just how blessed are you to be here at this point in your life right now?
I'm very blessed. God gave me a second chance, and that's just great. And if it wasn't for my friend Juju, I wouldn't even be talking to you.
What happened? You were sitting down at your house and all of a sudden you started feeling sick?
Well, I was at tutoring that day, and my mama came drop me off, and she was gonna get pizza. And my friend Juju, he called me. He was like, "You coming outside, bro?" It was like at 8 o'clock at night. He wanted me to walk him home because it's like street kind of long. So he called me. I'm like, "Man, do I really want to go outside?" So I just went outside, and me and him just talking about football practice. I had a good practice that day, and he was like, and then my phone had fell in my hand, and then that's when I just caught a stroke, had a stroke.
It felt numb?
Yeah, my whole right side of my body was like numb. I couldn't feel nothing.
So the
I
phone
couldn't
fell out.
talk, none of that.
So the phone fell out your hands, and then you went to pick it up, and
then I fell too. And then my friend Juju, he tried to pick me up. He put me in my daddy's truck, and then I fell again.
Wow. What happened? What you think caused that?
Well, they don't know. They still they did so many tests on me, ran so much blood, and they still don't know. So
it was just all of a sudden stroke.
Yeah.
Did they tell you what kind of stroke it was? No, so it was just a stroke. I mean, how old were you? 17 at 18?
17.
I mean, 17-year-olds don't usually have strokes.
Yeah, I was working out every day. Thought my body was good. Guess it wouldn't.
So, before that, you felt normal, you do right now?
Yes, sir. I had a good week. We had just played terrible and getting ready for HL. And that Wednesday, everything just changed.
Mm-hmm. So how many days were you in the hospital?
4 weeks, 7 days.
7 days, and did they have any procedures in particular?
I had a heart surgery right here on my heart.
Okay.
And yeah, I just had to go through surgery.
Okay. What kind of surgery? What did they do?
They had to put an implant in my heart, and I had to get surgery done on my brain, on the right side of my brain, because the right side of my brain had blood in it.
Mm-hmm. So they just opened up arteries or something? Or?
No, they had to go through my thigh, and then it went to my brain. I don't know how they did it though.
Okay. So it was some kind of blockage.
Yeah. Okay. That's what. And in the hospital, my heart rate was kind of low, so they just put this implant in, so to just watch it.
Oh, gotcha. And before, when you were in the hospital, you were moving around, you were talking.
Yeah, the first couple of days was kind of hard. I really couldn't walk. I ain't really had that much strength, so I had to walk every day, go through therapy, so to get my strength back.
Mm-hmm. How long did it take you to go through therapy?
A couple weeks really. The right side of my body was just kind of weak, and I really couldn't do nothing, and I really couldn't really go nowhere. I was just in bed all day. So.
Just how scared was that? I mean, there are probably 1,000 thoughts going through your mind. Say, will I be able to walk again? Will I be able to talk again? Or play sports again? What was going through your mind throughout?
Well, the whole experience, I was like, man, will I be able to return back to football? After I caught the stroke, I'm thinking I could play Friday against HL, but I couldn't. And I'm waiting another week's passing by, another weeks. And that day, I was supposed to get cleared. It was no. But then we was on the way back, and it was called. It was he cleared, so I had to play the last 2 games. I got to play the last 2 games.
Yeah, so how great was that for you? Well, first of all, when you were on the sideline, you had to wait. Just how did your teammates react to that? I know you're close with all your teammates. How tough was it, for them to probably play without you?
They was telling me we need you. I was a big impact on the team. And they just was man, we need you, we missing you. And they was there for me. They was writing notes to me in the hospital, telling me what's up. Yeah. And when I got back, it was just the pep rally that pep rally we had. It was just a humble experience. Everybody was just clapping for me. I was just happy. Yeah.
And you played the last 2 weeks, right?
I played against Assumption and South Terrebonne.
What was it like to suit up again and run on that field?
Man, it felt good. Well, the first game for Assumption, my coach was kind of scared because, I was just fresh out the hospital. Like, I ain't really play the whole game. I played, like, the first half, and they pulled me. But so terrible game. I played the whole game. That was good. That was nice.
And did you gain reach strength on your right side of your body?
Yeah, I had to like work out, do push-ups, run. Yeah.
Okay. So it was like you were before the stroke, right?
Yeah.
Did you perform to the levels you were before the stroke?
I mean, I tried to, but like I had when I was playing, I had like my head started hurting like a lot of times in the game. So I was just telling my coach like, I don't think it's safe for me to go back out there. So I just.
So you didn't play the whole game, just played the first quarter, bro. So the Assumption is South Turbine.
Okay. The Assumption game I played first and second quarter.
Okay.
And they put me third and fourth, and for South Turbine I played the whole 4 quarters.
Did you make any big plays while you had it?
Yeah, I made a big play on offense, like a 40-yard catch, but I ain't never scored.
What did that feel like to get that big catch right after most guys that they have a stroke, they never get back on the field?
Yeah, it felt good. Then the crowd was just cheering. I was like, man, it felt good. I was just like happy. But I mean, we lost, but I got to play again. God gave me a second chance to play.
Why was it so important for you to want to go back out there and play?
Man, because I know what I could do on the football field. Like, I know what my potential is. I know I could just take it to the next level. I fell in love with the game. I've been playing since I was 3. So, I mean, it was good.
You weren't ready to stop at 17?
No. I'm just getting started. That's why. Yeah, I'm just getting started.
Well, you want to play in college now, right? So what's your goals going into college?
Well, I'm going to Grambling. I'm hoping to try for the team, make the team, and just fight for a spot, honestly.
No teams offered you or anything?
Nah, well, before I caught a stroke, I had a lot of teams looking at me. But, after the stroke, they just lost contacting me.
I got you. What positions are you going to apply for?
Oh, wide receiver and safety.
Wide receiver and safety. That's what you played at Ellender? Okay. And, you know a lot of guys up there, huh? A lot of guys who you may have played with or against.
Grambling, D. Griffin. I know Jake, Nick, Lagarde. Yeah, I know. That's all I know. And Jahan Johnson, he try for the team with me, too.
Okay. So, like you say, I know it's going to be a battle, like you say. I mean, it's not going to be given to you. You want in as a walk-on, so does that motivate you even more knowing that you have to work for what you want to get?
Yeah, more hungry. I just got to I got to fight. I just got to fight for a spot. They're going to have seniors, juniors already playing. I'm going to just have to get it in at practice, in the weight room, everything.
Mm-hmm. So what you doing now? How you training? How you getting?
Well, I'm working with Coach Darrell. That's my trainer. We going to the air base in East Homer, working out, doing drills, working out at home, lifting weights.
You feel like you're back completely on track to,
Well, I'm getting there. I'm working out every day, trying to get back to, the old Cam.
What did this situation teach you going forward?
Did it teach me that I can't take nothing for granted, really. Can't take football for granted. Can't take life for granted. None of that.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it just wasn't you, but obviously your family, your parents, your brothers, sisters, cousins, relatives, they were all probably going throughout this with you. How great was it to have that support system with you throughout this process?
So it was a good. They were telling me like stay up, like it's not over for your football season. It's still there. Like just cause I was feeling like down, like after I caught my stroke, I'm like, man, it's over for me. I can't play football no more. And my daddy, he just telling me like it's not over. You gotta like keep pushing.
Anyone you want to thank for helping you? Obviously, you can probably talk all day about everybody who's helped you along the way, huh?
Well, I need a big shout out to the Jew, Isaiah Smith. I wouldn't be talking to you if it wouldn't be for him. So yeah, it's just.
Can you give me that name again?
Isaiah Smith.
Who is he?
That's my best friend.
He plays football with you?
He go to Ellender High School.
But just how special has he been? What did he?
Man, he just been since day one. We hang out every day, talk every day, play the game every day. come to my house every day. Just, yeah, that's my best friend.
Like another brother for you.
Yeah.
And he was there when you had your first sinus stroke?
Came see me in the hospital, all that. Yeah.
Anything else you have to say before I talk to your parents? Yeah?
Man, just don't take life for granted. Don't take nothing for granted. You just, if y'all football players, y'all just gotta play every game to your full potential. You never know. Cause I ain't even know I was gonna catch a stroke. I had a good practice that day, and then I just went down.
Went home and then rusting, and then all of a sudden you can't feel your right side of your body.
And wake up in the hospital.
You didn't take any big hits or anything before
Nah.
that, huh? So just all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just dropped to the ground.
Wow. Well, last question is: Do you have, like, a lot of kids are gonna look up to you? So what would you tell them about, staying in shape, keeping your faith, keep working hard, from what you've been through? What would you tell younger kids coming up?
Man, y'all keep pushing, keep fighting, work out every day, train your body right, eat right, drink right, do all that. Just get better each and every day.
Anybody else you have to thank? Anybody else you want to thank?
So mom and my daddy for being there every day in the hospital with me, and my grandma, and just Isaiah Smith. If it wouldn't be for Isaiah, probably wouldn't be talking to you right now.
First of all, just how proud, blessed, and excited you guys are to have such a great 17-year-old kid who's about to graduate from Ellender and go to college now.
All that he's been through, I can tell you one thing, I'm very proud of him. He overcome a lot of stuff, he dealt with a lot of things in junior high with his grades and going into high school, he been through a lot. And for to say, he have graduation coming up and applying for college is a proud moment, It's a very proud moment. Yeah.
Having a stroke was a humbling experience for all of us. For somebody who was fit, I thought, and doing normal things teen do, not sick, hardly ever. And for that to happen out the blue, he had a normal day, and that happened. And prior to that, we had some signs here and there, but by being in the brain, emotional wise, things were up in the air. I couldn't put my finger on it. And then when it happened and the doctor explained, well, this where the blood clot was, it affects his emotions. And after that, Cam really went downhill in a depression. And, I seek counseling. He seek therapy for that. And it was like a roller coaster, up and down, trying to get him, back in a good state of mind, because he wasn't there. He fought us and pushed us back with the grades and trying to give his, keep up with his work. He had a lot of work, a lot of classes, and he just felt like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make it. This it's too much. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And I work at Ellender, and from teacher to teacher, class to class, I was on him. Yeah, come on, Cam, getting not just me to stay on him, his classmates to stay on him, the teachers, the administrators, the guidance counselors, everybody to stay on Cam, to keep him just encouraged to, let's finish. Football, you can always try out for a team. If you don't get a scholarship, it's not the end of the world. You can still play football. You can still, get your health back in order. So it's been a trial, and I told him just yesterday, you can't have a testimony without a test. You have to keep pushing. You can't tell other people a story if you haven't been through something. So, I'm just glad that he's in this state and, and going to go on to school and try to better himself. And that's all I could be thankful for, So, yeah, I'm proud of him.
Well, like you say, it's not every day that 17-year-old kids, perfectly healthy 17-year-old kids, come down with a stroke. And I mean, did they tell you maybe what may have happened or triggered what happened? Did that ever come out yet?
No, he saw 100 doctors if he didn't see none, at least. They ran every test, possible things, and maybe thought maybe it came from dehydration. But that was never ruled out like this is for certain. You know, we was together maybe 30 minutes prior to him this happening. He was fine. We was listening to the music. We was talking. We left to go get a pizza. And about 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, his friend called and said, something's not right. And I had the mind to say, well, let me FaceTime so I could see. And when he FaceTime, he was stretched out in the driveway. And I knew something was wrong. I was like, oh my God, let's call 911. And Larry was inside Pizza Hut. And Cam was stretched out, arms, legs. He was sweating. He had urinated on himself. And I was like, call 911. I was leaving him at Pizza Hut because in that moment, I just was trying to get home. And I beat the ambulance there. That's how fast I went. And they was, asking me 1,000 questions. And got there and they did the MRI. And about an hour, if not an hour, they said he got a blood clot on the brain and he needs to be airlifted out of here now. And it just, it's hard to process all that at one time. And it's just so much, go get this, go do that, call this person, call that. And by the time we got there, before we got there, he was already in surgery, trying to get the blood clot out.
Because they went through everything. They went through he seen the hematologist, heart doctor, and a couple of stroke doctors came through, the cardiologist. Just everything trying to figure out, because you got to realize he's 17 years old, fit, in shape, and it's like, doctor came in, he was like, it's out of 1 out of 4 chances they'll never find out the cause, and he was that one. He was that one. And he stayed a couple more days, and he ran some more tests, and they never said positive about the dehydration part of it, but they were saying sometimes when you so dehydrate, your blood starting to thickens. So they kind of went through that, but they never said nothing like that was the cause of it. So like I said, it was very trying, man. In the hospital, you just, you see your healthy son just laying there and he can't move, and then the doctor come there and tell you that we were everything just lined up for him. Like for the ambulance getting to the hospital, from the helicopter ride. We haven't even made it to Oshner yet. And we on the way down there, and the doctor called me. He was like, look, I need your permission to go in there and relieve the clocks. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I had to tell 3 people, over the phone. So I'm like, my son going to surgery without me even being there. And, we got there, and 2 hours later, he brought him out. I see him roll by, and it just waited about another hour. We got in there, and he just was. He looked up at me, and I said, "You all right, dude?" And he put his hands up, and I'm like, "Okay." So he got, he got movement. And the funny thing about it was, he put his hand up, he shook my hand, and he said, "Damn, I'm playing Friday." And put his head back down. I said, dude, just rest, bro. Just rest.
Yeah.
So it was very trying, and like, we look back on things. Me and my wife look back on a lot of things that, with him being emotional about a lot of stuff, getting mad, and he was sleeping a lot, and we just were like, well, what's wrong with him? Like, we just couldn't put our finger on it. And when we told the doctor all that he had, and it was like, that's signs.
That's what it was. It was sitting in the
signs of just certain kind of depression he had, and it's real, bro. I mean,
it is.
Us African Americans, we don't take the time out to go see somebody to get our mental health in order, and we take that for granted. But that's eye opening for our families, that we're not gonna take anything for granted. It's just we're gonna we see a sign, we're gonna get it checked out. So we seek help, and we see improvement.
Whether it's mentally or
we see improvement. I just try to stay on him, because he was looking forward to his whole senior year. And then that happened. He just felt like everything was over.
And this going on, I kind of asked them, how you feel about, y'all may not have a graduation. How you feel about this? How you feel about that? But he's just so nonchalant. He don't really express a whole lot of how he feel, and I just kind of try to take it easy. He haven't really said anything. Like, he's like, man, we have one, and we don't. But I have faith they're going to have one, and they all deserve it, all of them. So
yeah,
we're just looking forward to it.
That's his personality, though. He always been nonchalant and just kind of go with the flow. Always been him, but.
Well, before he got back on the football field, y'all had to get him cleared, obviously.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
to make sure every part of his body was completely cleared to
Yeah,
play.
he didn't play long, but
Yeah,
I know he was ready to get back out there that Friday, but
I told a lot of tales to my mama because
Yeah,
He better not
he had to
be.
get cleared by his stroke doctor cleared him. His the hematologist doctor cleared him. The cardiologist cleared him. And like I say, after they cleared him, like he didn't know they had been clearing him, but we was like kind of holding off. And we got him checked again, and everything was still good and good. And so, man, we prayed about it, and me and my wife talked about it, and it was like, hey, look, he got his whole life ahead, and we can't live in fear, I mean, we trust in God and we put him first, so that's what we got to do. So we just made a decision to let him. He went out there. You could tell it because his body had been through so much. His body was
tired.
It was just wore out, and he was just. I guess the mental part of him just touching the field again. He just wanted to be out there again, and that was,
because I played, you played.
Yeah.
I mean, once it's over, it's over. You
Once
don't get
it's
that
over, it's over.
opportunity.
Listen,
again.
and he held on to that. This was it. My senior year. This was it. This was it. He held on to that. He held on to that. Oh Lord, for months. I didn't get to do this. I didn't get to do that. And then come along for the things that you should be doing now, senior year. A lot of those things not happening. Prom, and this week, they senior week. A lot of stuff they're not doing. They can't do, and. I ain't really saying much about it, but,
Like it's just one setback after another.
yeah, that's what it's been. But I told him, you still have a graduation to look forward to, I know.
And
Mama
life
cry
is,
like a baby, but that's going to be the highlight. I told him that's going to be the highlight. It's going to be the highlight, and it's going to be good.
Well, considering, like you said earlier, everything happened just when it needed to happen. Who knows? If one of those steps didn't happen, he might not be here right now. Maybe it wasn't for his friend calling you, or getting that thing moving.
And you know what, Chris? When he called me on the phone, I was like, can't be, because we just left. He called him on the phone and called him and asked him, can he come outside for a little while? Because it was nighttime. And he ended up coming outside. And his brother and his sister was home, and everybody's in their own little zone and, in their own rooms. And they didn't know anything that had happened. Even when the ambulance came, they still didn't know that all this was going on outside. Yeah. So I thank God for him. I do.
And he has his whole, like you said, he has his whole future ahead of him. He's getting ready to go to college now. He's hoping to play college football.
Yeah.
I mean, how big of a blessing would that be for him to continue to play like this now?
Oh Lord. It'll be a highlight for him. I tell you that, because he's so focused on it, And I told him, if it's something that you want a goal, you gotta go reach for it. You gotta put in the work. That stuff just don't come easy. They have hundreds of guys that's gonna want to get on the team that didn't get a scholarship. So you have to be like a standout, trying to get on. So, he still young. And, he'll be 18 in July, and just the maturity, just trying to help him along mature with that, because, like I said, he was just so set on just the football. But like I told him to go past that. You go past the football.
And I can imagine it's always been his dream to do this.
Yeah.
This is what he.
And like I told him, I said, and I always did believe in everything happened for a reason, because he was always, that's just all he was set on, just playing, that's all he knew. And then, like I said, God do everything for a reason. What his reason is, I told him he's gonna be the only one to sell us. So like I told him, if you do play, you play. If not, but the main focus is to go get your education. That's the main focus. Go get your education. Be a law-abiding citizen. And
Live right and do right.
live right and do right. And you work. I told him anything, regardless of in football, work, anything you do, you have to work hard for it to succeed. And that's my main goal. If you don't ever play again,
Still gonna support him.
Gonna support him whatever he's gonna do. But I mean that's what he wanna do. I told him, hey, they ain't gonna come to you. It ain't gonna come to you. You gotta go get it if you want it. So if you don't hold your head down and think that's still that's it.
That
you
is
know?
over.
You know, because you got your whole life ahead of you.
That's it.
So that's my main focus with him. You know, we talk. We have our little talks and everything, and I know how he is, and you know, he know how I am. Sometimes I could get a little bit.
I could be a little hard.
I could be a little hard.
I'm definitely a soft.
So, but you know, I tell you one thing. This situation showed changed my way of parenting. You know, sometimes you just can't drill them.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. You know, you
That
gotta
was
give
hard.
a little leeway here and there because you just never know what they're going through.
Well, obviously, when all this has happened, you know, the community came together, supported him, Ellender, your families, and everybody else.
Yes, they did.
As his parents, anything you guys want to say to the community or anybody in particular for helping you guys throughout this process?
Thank you to everybody for every thought, every prayer, every call, every text, every inbox. I can't even say how much and how thankful we are because prayers work. You know, my child could not be here. But people we do not even know have called, have come by, have said a prayer, we can't even go anywhere without somebody asking about him. How's Cam? Aren't y'all people, you know, your son had a stroke? So yeah, she's thought about and I'm so thankful. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank everybody. You know, we appreciate all the love that we had. We seen it, and we sure felt it while we was in there. The days we was in the hospital, we went on Facebook and seen, you know, support for Cam, and we just want to thank everybody.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and you know, and the last thing, just thank God.
That's it.
Thank God for all He has done. That's it.